Hi, I'm Femke, I'm an artist and content creator, and today I want to share things that I'm not buying in 2026 as an artist. I think we're all tired of products being pushed to us on social media, and I think it's so refreshing to just hear about things that you shouldn't buy or de-influencing you about products. I was inspired by another creator on YouTube called Aileen, and I just really liked the idea, so I wanted to put my own spin on it. Let's get into it. The first thing I'm definitely not buying this year is a journal that is over 30 euros. I've seen the Louise Carmen journals go viral, but they are 140 euros and they probably last me max 1 year. So I definitely don't think that's worth it. And that's not even considering the fact that I already have too many journals and sketchbooks. I would just not buy it this year. I've also seen people make their own leather journals, and I think that's a much better option to make it yourself. It's not even that complicated. So that's the first thing I would not buy this year. The second thing is stickers and washi tapes and other art supplies from AliExpress or Temu or Shein or anything like that. Being a small business myself, I know how important it is to support other small businesses and give them a chance. The stickers and everything you see on those websites are usually stolen artworks or AI, and I definitely don't support that. So I'm not buying that this year, and you shouldn't either. If you know of any nice small businesses or you own one, comment down below because it would be great to share that with everyone. The next thing is more coloring books before I finish the one I already own. There is some kind of hoarding trend going around where you just buy as many coloring books as you can, and I think that really takes away from the coziness and the relaxing part of coloring, that it becomes so heavily focused on consumption. It's amazing to be able to sit down, go offline and color for it for a while, but I don't think it's necessary to buy more coloring books when you still have coloring pages that are empty. So I'm not buying that this year because I still have 2 coloring books. I think they can last me for another year. The fourth thing I'm not buying this year are things that I can make myself easily, or things that I can easily learn how to make. For example, tote bags. I think they are relatively easy to sew, and some of them go for really crazy prices, while you could also make it yourself and make it completely personal. I think that just has so much more value, so I wouldn't buy any of those new. More things that I could make myself are charms for keychains or for earrings and headbands, and I've even made scrunchies in the past, so I definitely want to get out my sewing machine again because those things are really not that complicated. All you need is a bit of fabric. If I already own some things that I want to renew, I can always bedazzle them or just give them a bit of an upgrade. I've also painted on tote bags before, and that's also a really fun activity to just do together with friends. So things like that I wouldn't buy new, I just would make them. Tying to that, I think I should not buy any more mugs, especially not from chains. For example, this mug I got from a small business called Uprose Store, based in London. It makes me just so happy every time I hold this because it's completely unique and it's handmade. So if I buy any more mugs this year, which I shouldn't because I have too many, I only want to get it from small businesses or make it myself with a pottery class. I think that would be so cool and so fun. Even those pottery painting workshops are really cool and much more personal. So it's a little bit more expensive, but I think it makes you think twice before buying it. And I think it's a really amazing investment into the community, and they also just last forever. So I think it's definitely worth it. The next thing I'm not buying any more of this year are alcohol markers, acrylic markers, any type of markers, because I have already way too many markers, and I think if you're an artist you can relate to this. It's very tempting to buy new products just because they're new, especially having art supplies sent to me sometimes by brands. It really starts building up, and I have way too many markers, so I definitely am not gonna buy any more markers until they run out, and even then I would probably only rebuy that color and not the whole set. So for the whole year, no more markers for me. And that also counts for colored pencils. I also regularly do giveaways because I have too many art supplies. So if you want to stay updated on that, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And if you're gonna buy new markers, I really recommend the Ohuhu acrylic markers that are refillable. I was so excited when they came out with that. They did gift it to me, but I was genuinely so supportive and excited because it means that you don't have to re-buy the actual marker when it's empty. You can just buy the refill, and that's way more sustainable and it will last you way longer. So that's a tip from me. Not buying any new markers just because they're trendy, just using what I already have. Next up, as I'm self-employed, it's really easy for me to go to cafes all the time and get a pastry, get a matcha, but it really adds up, and I think it's not necessary to do that so often, as I can make my own matcha at home and my own coffee, and it saves a lot of money. I don't want to do that every week anymore, and that's something I'm gonna be buying less of in 2026. Another thing I'm not buying new this year are frames. I've been super inspired to go to the thrift store and pick out a bunch of frames that I can fit around some of my paintings and drawings, and I think that's such a cool idea to give old frames a new life, and it's just not necessary to spend money on buying the new ones when there are so many frames waiting to be reused. It would be really fun to go to a market and sell my already framed artworks. That is my goal this year. Hopefully it will work out, and hopefully I can find some nice frames at the thrift store. So those are all of the things I'm not buying in 2026. I'm really curious to hear what you guys are not buying. Let me know if you like this type of video, if you want to see a part 2. I hope I inspired you to not buy these things and be smart about how you spend your money. It would mean so much to me if you could like this video so that more people can find it. I hope you have a wonderful day and see you in my next video.